Hey guys, I am Choreo and I help working professional women to feel stronger and more confident through my personalized workouts. I understand that the busy schedule can sometimes limit you from doing what you gotta do to keep yourself healthy and strong, and that's why I do what I do to help you. Now, if you've been living under a rock, you wouldn't know that I have been doing a 100-day fitness challenge, and today is day 4. Yes, ma'am, we worked out on Christmas Day, and we're going to be working out on Boxing Day. So, do you know the symbolism of Boxing Day? Not many people do. So, according to the Jamaica Information Service, JIS, during the middle century, servants got day off as an appreciation from their masters because the servants worked on Christmas Day. So, it's the masters' them way of saying, listen, thank you for what you do. Here's how we're going to appreciate you. So, they got boxes of money and food and all kind of niceness. And the day eventually became a holiday, a public holiday. And we've been celebrating it ever since. But guess what? None of we out here are servants. We are working today. We're working people and we have goals to achieve. All right. So today we're working with a resistance loop. Now, many persons know this as a booty band because it's made very popular by influencers on social media, but the booty band or the resistance loop can be used for many other things. But today we are going to be using it for a leg workout. So we're doing squats and pay attention to the different positioning of the band. For the most part, the band will stay above the knees. Yes, yes. Make sure that when you put on the band, it's not rolled up like this, because that can be very uncomfortable. Sometimes you may have to adjust it throughout the workout, and that's okay. Now, we're doing squat, right? So I want you to ensure the toes are pointed forward. If they're slightly turned outward, that's no problem, but we're not looking for a big turnout like that. So squat is here, and the purpose of the band typically is for strengthening the outer thighs, right? Outer thighs that gives you that nice sexy glute lift, and hips at the side here can help to fix hip dips as well. And of course, to strengthen overall legs because you're given the external resistance additional to just regular body weight. So you come down and you want to ensure that the band, it's pulling inwards, doesn't pull the legs in like that. That will kind of defeat the purpose of you strengthening the outer side of the leg. So you want to drive the legs out as you go into your squat and come back up. If I turn to the side, you want to look at my squat. One of the goals or intentions for a squat is to try to bring the hips as close to in line as the knee. And if you cannot achieve that position, then maybe there may be a range of motion deficit that maybe you need a specialized assessment to look into for you. I provide that, so you can just tap the link below and we can get through into a consultation, and then you can be on your way. So here, sit down into a squat, come back up, sit down and come back up. Breathing very quickly. When you're exercising, you want to ensure that you have the most power possible. The most power comes from the breath, not just the movement by itself. So you want to take a deep breath in, fill up, tighten the core, and breathe out at the top. All right, so it's like you breathe in the energy, hold on to it, go down, and breathe out at the top. The next exercise is going to be a curtsy lunge. Now, for the curtsy lunge, it's quite literally the same level the band will be at, and you're going to be doing, it's more dynamic. So you're stepping to the side and you're getting into a lunge, stepping to the side, getting into a lunge. If I turn my back, it's the same thing. I step open, come down, I step open, and I come down. Now the hands can be at the hip, but sometimes what I don't like about the hip is when persons rest their hands on the hips and then they start to cover forward like this. When they get tired, they start to do this funny thing. So what I like to do is keep the hands clasped right in front of the chest. Can be like that, can be like that. So it reminds you, keep your chest up. All right. So that's a curtsy lunge. The next exercise that we're going to be doing is a crab walk. Now you can start from any side. Make sure you have enough space to do at least 2 or 3 steps to the side. You're going to get down into a squat position, and you're just doing steps, steps. My spacing, I only have 2 steps worth of space out here. So think about your own space, right? And then the next one, the final exercise, you're going to bring the band all the way down to the level of the ankles. From here now, I want you to have the foot ever so slightly turned out, not just from the ankle, but from in the hip. So look at me. Instead of here, you're going to slightly turn out. You can hold on to a place if you need that extra balance. Lift the leg back, flex the foot, and down. Lift the leg back and down. Back and down. Now, when you're doing this, maybe with the other leg facing you, there's no need to allow the band to slacken like this, right? That can become cumbersome or annoying because the band can actually just fall off of the foot. So you want to keep it taut, stretched throughout the exercise. Keep the tummy in and lift back and in, lift back and in. Right away, I'm feeling it along the hamstrings, right up into the glute area. So we're going to get started now. We have 3 rounds of each exercise. We're going to be doing 45 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest, 3 rounds. Let's get into it. So we start with a 1-minute warm-up. Let's get it. Warm up. You can have the bands right above the knees because we're going to get right into it. Twist the body. And as I like to say, if you feel that after the 1 minute your body's still not warm, probably still feeling a little bit of stiffness, go ahead, pause the video and take a longer period for warming up. Bring the arms overhead, breathe in, warm up the lungs, bring air into the body. Do a kick forward, forward, side, side, back, back, step to the side. We have 23 steps, 23 seconds rather. Walk forward and do a little walk back. Turn around in a circle. 10 seconds left. So we're coming now into position. 2 and 1. Working 45 seconds. Let's get it. And rest 30 seconds. And you don't want to just stand still while you're resting. You want to do some dynamic steps so you keep the heart rate up. So that when we're getting back into the exercise program, the body is not shocked. 10 seconds remaining. We have our curtsy lunges coming up next. So I'm going to step right in the middle here. A little part of my face might be hidden by this passion fruit vine. Here we go. Step and curtsy lunge. And I keep my hands right here in front of my chest because I want to remember to keep my chest upright. Keep my chest open so my breathing is not strained. And remember all those core exercises that we did. You want to try to engage that core. By now, you should know what engaging the core feels like if you've done day 1, day 2, day 3, where those were for the most part core exercises. Rest. So you should know what that feels like, you know, to keep the core upright and not collapsing and not allowing the body to collapse. Up next, we have crab walks. So I'm going to start all the way here. I'm going to aim for 2 steps to this side, 2 steps to return to the beginning position. 3 seconds. Get into start position. Let's get it. 1, 2. And you want to have 2 points that you use as your baseline. So for example, I have these 2 chairs. So I know that in order for me to maintain my correct stride length, at least I have these 2 points and I'm not shorting either side. Rest. The last one will be hip extension. So as we get ready for that, you want to reposition that band to just at the ankles here. So stepping, 5 seconds. Remember, if you need to hold on to something solid, go right ahead and do that. Let's get it. 45 seconds each side. Keep those toes and ankles flexed. Belly button tucked in. Focus on one area to hold your balance. You're not holding on to anything. And rest. I'm gonna go to the opposite side. 30 seconds as well. Resting for 30 seconds, 45 seconds of work. You got it, babe. So beautiful. And if you have the opportunity to go outside and work out, try going outside and working out. It's such a beautiful experience. It's different than being inside. 5 seconds, position up. 2, 1, let's get it. Remember, try to keep that band taut. Meaning don't allow it to loosen. The belly button tucked in tight. Focus on the working leg. Remember, there's a slight turnout from the hip right down to the ankle. Flex the toes, flex the ankles. Rest. And now we're going to go into our second round of squats. So we continue to do our dynamic cool down or recovery. We're getting ready in 10, so we can start to position the body. I'm going to turn this direction this time. One, nice powerful bodies. Ready, here we go. And squat down. And if you notice, even as I'm bringing my body down, I'm not allowing my chest to collapse forward. And a great way to remind yourself, not allow the chest to come forward. Keep those hands clasped and right at the sternum, the breastbone, that bone right in between the rib cage. And rest. And our next exercise will be our curtsy lunge. So I'll position myself right here in the center, preparing to take equal steps to my right and to my left. 10 seconds, ladies. Think of yourself as king, woman, powerful queens. Keep that chest up, keep that core nice and tight. Let's get it. Whew. The great thing about this exercise is sometimes it will push you off balance, but it's great when you're able to recover that dynamic balance because it transfers into functionality. So when you're walking on the road, your reaction time gets better. That's why these type of exercises are so good. It challenges the body in different positions, moving positions. Rest. And I'm getting ready for my crab walks. I'm going to start from over this side. You can't see my face beyond the passion fruit trees, but believe me, I'm here. Remember, we're taking 2 steps to the right, equal steps to the left. Ensure you have 2 points so you do not shorten any stride to any one side, therefore shortening the benefit on either side. No cheat. Let's get it. 2 seconds. 1. And right away, I put my hands right in between my chest, blocking myself from collapsing forward. Some persons like to put the hands on the kimbo. I don't like it. Reason being, particularly if you have a weak core, you're more likely to drop forward. So this hand in front of the chest reminds you, each time you come forward, you get a little bit of a knock from your hands. Keep that chest up. Push through your weaknesses, this is how you get stronger. While you're doing it, it may feel like hell, but think about the results at the end. It only gets better from here. Only second round, babe. You have 1 more round to go. And rest. Now, bring the band down to the ankles as you go into hip extension. I'm going to turn my back so you see how I maintain my posture without crossing the leg over. Now we're getting into our hip extension. Remember, reposition the band to the ankles as we bring the leg backwards. I'm going to turn my back so you can see how I'm positioning my legs. I'm not overcrossing the legs, and I'm keeping an ever so slight softness in the standing leg. Here we go, babes. Stretch it back, stretch that band. Our intention here is not to baby the band. Our intention is to break that band so we can get a new pack. The new year, we want new stuff. That includes new gym equipment. Really use that range of motion. Kick that leg back. And rest, opposite side. 10 seconds rest. Getting ready. 3, 2, let's get it. And rest. Bring the bands up. We have 1 more round to go. 1 more round of squats, curtsy lunges, crab, hip extension. Just gotta make sure my camera is working. There's been some drama today. My phone battery died. Had to pause, charge up, but we're still here, baby. So let's get it. I wanted to ensure that I'm not looping the video, that you're seeing me doing it real time with you. Okay? That's how much I love you. Is that obsessive type of love? Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, I really wanted to ensure that we're working out real time. Okay? Phone battery dies, it's no excuse. We'll find a way. Remember, try to bring those hips down. You're even more warm now. 10 seconds to go. And if this position is too hard to find, maybe sit to stand from a chair could help. And rest. We're gonna go into our final round of curtsy lunges. I made my way to my center of my 2 points. And even though I'm on the last round, it's a little bit harder to do those steps in between the root recovery. But I'm still pushing through because I want to be stronger. 5 seconds till our curtsy lunges. We got this. Let's get it. Try to bring that knee even lower without hitting the floor. Remember, don't hit the floor with that knee. I'm gonna turn so you are able to see if even on this last round, my form from the side, my form from the back. You can challenge yourself to move around in a circle. Challenge that dynamic balance, functional mobility, functional strength, and rest. And now we're doing our crab walk. Remember, the band stays above the knee. Keep it stepping, focus on the breath out. Three, 2, position up. 1, let's get it. 1. I know that many persons probably took a break on Christmas Day, but if you're one of those persons who you didn't take a break on Christmas Day, you kept going for it, kudos to you. We're in this together. We made a promise to each other at the beginning of this challenge. We're not going to break that promise, babe. Rest. We're pushing through to the end. Bring the band down to the ankles so you don't forget. Focus on that breath out. I'm going to do my first round this way. Second round, I'll turn to the other side. Still stepping. Here we go. And let's get it. Kick that leg back. No mercy for these bands. If you want new bands for the new year, that is it. It's Boxing Day, but we ain't no servants taking a holiday. We working out here. We working. Think about how beautiful your body's gonna look as you push through these exercises. Final round. You've got this. And relax. Opposite side. 30 seconds. We're on the home stretch. One more exercise and we're out of here. Doing good so far, doing so great so far. This is day 4, 96 more days to go. I told you already, we're not giving up. We ain't giving up. 5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, let's get it. Keep that core tight. Keep that chest up. Don't fall off on the form. Keep the chest up. Keep the core tight. Working that leg. And rest. All right, girls. We are done our workout. It has been a pleasure working out with you. Remember, it's Boxing Day, but we ain't no servants taking a holiday. Master can go sit down somewhere. We are the masters of our own temples. If you are ready to start working out with me live via Zoom, join my bootcamp, which is focused on weight loss, getting you stronger, making you feel a lot more sexy. We have a nutritionist that's coming on board. We will be having a presentation on this. If you subscribe to my mailing list, you will get registration information for that. We will be going strong in January. We're going to be working Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, no days off. On Fridays, we're going to be doing Dance Fridays. And if you pay for the Bootcamp program, which is a 20-day weight loss program, you get my dance fitness program completely free. That's every Friday for the month of January. You'll be dancing with me. And if you don't have resistance loops, which we will be using at different points during the bootcamp, you can click on this link above, go to my store, grab those bands from now, because you know, with this holiday rush, a lot of these things will be hard to be shipped. It's going to take a little bit while longer than usual. So resistance bands, resistance tubes are both available on my website right now for you to get. And you're going to be needing those equipment, including your body weight. If you have dumbbells at home, go ahead and use your dumbbells. Girl Chris, thank you so much for being here.